So good afternoon. It's April 1st and I'm in beautiful downtown Helper, Utah. This is a big coal mining, railroad, historic area. This whole area, lots and lots of coal has been mined throughout the years, and it's very important to of course, the economy of this country. And coal is actually a pretty efficient fuel, even though that people who don't know about how fossil fuels work think that it's outdated. So the only thing we could do is to replace it would be to really get the same amount of energy. The bang for the buck, pun intended, would be nuclear power. So that would actually be more efficient, but then people are scared about radiation. Well, let me tell you, there's always unintended consequences no matter what we do. And we have to, and in this technological world that's getting more and more reliant on electricity, we're going to need more stable and consistent and efficient and more bang for the buck energy sources. And so that's why nuclear, especially micro nuclear plants that could be installed in small cities, small areas, could really help to just provide energy. And people that think that windmills and solar panels are going to be able to and quote unquote clean energy. There's no such thing. First of all, there's no such thing as clean energy. It takes resources, it takes energy to build windmills, it takes resources and energy to build solar panels to mine them. And so on a large scale, those kind of quote unquote clean, quote unquote renewable sources are not sufficient. They're not going to power the cities of the 21st and 22nd centuries, especially when we're going to be relying more and more on electricity with technology, with information, with tech, information technology, other things. Electricity doesn't just grow, it doesn't just fall from the sky. So anyway, enough of my ranting, my soapbox. I don't know everything. However, I'm able to think logically and recognize that that energy has to come from somewhere, and we have to be grateful for those who live on these streets for generations, who worked really hard in these mines. In fact, I know someone who, a friend, the father of one of my good friends from South America, when he moved up here from Chile, he worked in a coal mine with these massive machines, and he ended up getting a slightly better job where he actually selling mining equipment, but he had to start somewhere. Anyway, there's something to be said for manual labor, for providing for families. Not everybody can have a cushy job, and it's just the reality of life. And really, what we work to live. We don't live to work. Work is a means to an end. Yes, we do want to find satisfaction in our job, and I think if they're creative enough and have a good enough attitude of gratitude, then they can find satisfaction whenever they do, because it ultimately helps other people. So with that, again, we're going to sign off here in just a moment from beautiful downtown. I just forgot the name of the town because this is the first time I've ever been here. But anyway, again, here, this is history. This is what this country, what our industry was built on. And it's important to recognize that and to be grateful. Over and out. Thank you for listening.